I'm like, okay, Canada, is this all you've got? Bring it on. Bring it on. That any small stress, I'm booked to bar. Like, I hate stress. There's nothing that want to happen. I will wait for the boss. I'll look at this store, compare the prices. And I will use no frills, sorry, no name brands because it's cheaper. I can't do this. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, guys. It's your baby girl for life, Ajadi Dolapo. You guys, I'm super excited to be having another sit down video. I mean, I love talking to you guys so much. But you guys have had like a very crazy week. I wanted to just gist you guys like, oof, the things I wish I knew before coming to this country. The first thing is the job market. I mean, there was this thing back home that, oh, when you go abroad, like, okay, like a country like Canada, US, so when you get there, you get a job, you can start paying your school fees and stuff like that. You guys, I remember telling my dad one day, I was like, oh, dad, don't worry, when I get there, I'll start working, we'll split my school fees, we'll be paying my school fees. I said, Canada was looking at me in 4G like this with Google, like, Matan, right? Because you guys, the job market here is super crazy. You're applying for like jobs, like 20, 40, 60, 100 jobs, and all the emails I get is unfortunately. And honestly, it is very, very, it's it's frustrating, and there's this word I'm looking for. At the end of the day, you just get tired of trying and you just stop trying because you're like, what's the point? At the end of the day, you're going to get like, unfortunately, you want me to have a Canadian experience before you can employ me. But how will I get the Canadian experience when you have not even tried me and employed me? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's honestly, it's really crazy out there, the job market. You guys, if you watch my previous videos, you guys will see when I was talking about going for interviews and all of that, you know. And the fact that another thing, this brings me to this point. I mean, if I had known that coming for an undergraduate course was going to be this stressful, because having to look at a job, okay, the job now they are fine, they are fine with you, and then it's not matching your job, your school schedule, and obviously school comes first, because that's the main reason why you're here, right? So but those that came like those that came for like masters, those postgraduate, they have class maybe twice a week. It's easier for them, right? Unlike those of us that were having classes from like morning till 6 p.m. And you're wondering where is the time to actually even squeeze in work. Do you understand? Like, I know some people do it, and honestly, I doff my cat for those that do. But honestly, it's crazy out here, and I wish that was like number one thing I knew. I didn't think that, oh, make like come to this country, first week like this job, we don't they apply, as we they apply, we they give them, they accept that. I'm seeing job or fire interview, job. Like, it is crazy. I know people that have been here for like a year and they don't even have a job yet. So yes, the job market here is crazy, and I wish I knew before coming. The other thing I wish I knew was the province. I mean, yeah, I knew Canada had so much province, but I didn't know that there was like so much difference like with all these provinces. And honestly, I remember telling Owen one day that if I had a brother or a sister coming to Canada, I would not I would not allow them to come to this Ontario, because there's so many things about Ontario, honestly, so many things. And I don't want, because if I touch Ontario, I'm basically going to touch all my points now. Put down. The competition in Ontario is a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, if you look at like, because everybody is coming, they either come to Toronto, coming to Ottawa, everyone is coming to like different cities in Ontario. And it's crazy because there's so much competition for like um in terms of everything, PR, jobs, um, housing, like everything. I feel like every province has their own issue. Like I think I would love to live in Alberta, honestly, but Alberta is cold. But I've heard that there's so much opportunities. People that have been there, they say it's family oriented, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if I want to start a family, maybe I'll move to Alberta. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I've heard so many nice things about that province. But the only thing that is the this thing is during their winter, they have like extreme, like the cold is there is extreme. They're having like almost minus 40 degrees. Do you get it? Like, I feel like that's the downside of Alberta. Nova Scotia, I mean, I heard that things are so much cheaper in Nova Scotia. They have like, to get everything is like easier, but the job opportunities aren't as much. They don't have so much opportunities right there. If I had known, I would have thought about all my options. Like, honestly, you guys, I would have thought about all my options like very well before actually coming. Thought, okay, I didn't even care where I was, honestly, where I was coming to. I just wanted to just leave. And I feel like I had so much information about each of these provinces before coming. And then I'll feel like, oh, this was something I chose, not just because everyone was doing it. I don't know if you guys understand. I'm grateful I'm here. I'm so excited. I'm happy I'm here. I've met so many great people and amazing people here. But I still have this feeling that, oh, I wish I made more research and I feel like I had an option. And yes, I actually chose this, if that makes sense. Yes, you can't overemphasize how cold Canada is. I mean, I heard a lot of, oh, Canada is cold. But if you don't know me, if you guys could down to my very first video on YouTube, you guys will see that that was me coming from Ukraine back to Nigeria. So if you don't know, I used to live in Ukraine. I was there for, I feel like I wasn't there. I wasn't in Ukraine for a year. I stayed in Ukraine for like 10 months. That was before the war started. And we had to like, struggle to leave. It was a very crazy experience. And I don't think I, like, there's no way I can emphasize how crazy the experience was for me. It was very traumatic. And it took me so long to, like, that's not even the problem of today. It took me so long to come out of that um phase of my life, even when I already left the country. So yes, I lived in Ukraine. I lived in a very cold country because Ukraine is very close to Russia. And I don't know if you guys know how cold it is over there. So when they're like, oh, Canada is cold, I'm like, okay, how cold can it be? I mean, I've lived in a very cold country. But you guys, woo, when people tell me, oh, they're like, okay, I know someone asked me one time that, can you like differentiate the code in Ukraine and the code in Canada? Honestly, I don't know if it's because, like, there's been global warming and all of that. And I heard that Canada hasn't been this cold in like 3 years or so. And like this is like the coldest it has been in like 3 or 4 years. So maybe that's why I feel this way. Because I mean, Ukraine was cold. I've experienced winter, but whew, and the crazy part is, so it started snowing, and I'm like, okay, Canada, is this all you've got? Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm like, okay, this is the snow you guys are shouting. This is the. But when the snow started melting, and I feel like, honestly, when it snows, I'm actually happy because I know it's not going to be so cold. But the days it doesn't snow, I know that I'm in for it. I always check my weather app before I leave the house because I know that the fact that it didn't snow today, that means the snow is melting and it's going to be like super, super, super cold. I don't know. One of my vlogs, I put the stuff up. The vlog of, I don't know if it was the vlog of the nose bleeding stuff. I put that we had like minus 22. I'm like, I'm still even crying in minus 22. Imagine how better that I have almost minus 40. You can imagine how crazy it is over there. Like, freezer got nothing on them over there. So, like, I was like, yes, it is cold, but like, I knew that I was coming to a cold country, and I knew that how bad can it be? I mean, as long as we are dressed. And the annoying part is, it starts with your fingers, the tip of your ears, and like, you guys, like, it is crazy. And that was when I was complaining about like the old nose bleeding thing and all of that. It is really cold out. It's really cold in Canada, and you can't overemphasize how cold it is in this country for real. Crazy guys, I've sprained my ankle in Ukraine during winter. So like I was expecting, oh, it to be icy, and I can differentiate like when this part of the snow is icy and it's going to be slippery and you will fall. So I already like know those things. Do you understand? So like those things were not surprising. But like when you're having like when it snows and Oyi is gonna kill me for what I want to say. So Oyi came home one day. She was so sad. She was in tears, and I was wondering, okay, what was going on? I didn't even know how to like react. A car got stuck in the snow. A car got stuck. Then she came out to see how she can push it out. Thankfully, there was another guy passing, a fellow African like her passing, and they just like they try to reverse. He tried to like dig her tire out of the snow. It was just doing all of that, and within all of that, she was so cold. Her fingers were freezing. While making this video, I told myself because like I'm going to sit down with Oyi. We're going to discuss about like winter horror stories and winter horror stories because you guys is honestly very very crazy. You can't just like put on the heater immediately you get home because your body is in pain. Like it's like you're so cold that your body starts to hurt. That's how crazy it was. So we couldn't put on the heater. I just hugged her and I was like, girl, I didn't know what to do because I couldn't do things. I would say sorry, but I'll still be like, hey, God. Like, and she was just like, what's the point of even having a car? I mean, if you have a car, you're getting stuck in the snow. If you're waiting for the bus, there's like, and that's the annoying part about winter, right? Because the transport gets delayed because of all those the like maybe roadblocks or whatever. But just like the bus is always just getting delayed. So imagine me running out of the house like I said that the bus is coming in 2 minutes, and I run out of the house to go and stand at the bus stop. And I get to the bus stop, and I see that the time has increased again to another 5 minutes, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I said, okay, it's just 5 minutes, right? Let's see how it goes. And the next thing, the time has increased again to another 5 minutes. And I found myself waiting for the bus for like 15 to 30 days. I remember I was waiting at the stop. I just went back inside. I just went back inside the house, like, you know what? I can't do this. So yeah. So like I'm just, it's actually the transport system is actually crazy when it starts when like it's winter. So oh yeah, especially when it's snowing. Yeah. Another point, this is like I think this is like my second to the last point. You guys, Canada is very expensive. I'm sorry to say, Canada is expensive. Whew. I when coming, I knew that obviously because from where I'm coming from, I knew like oh your card is like a certain amount of naira to one card and stuff. I knew that, but I'm not even the kind of person that converts when she buys stuff. I don't convert my money whenever I buy stuff. I buy stuff because yeah. But then you guys, they told me that before with $100 you can take like 3 bags out of the grocery store. But now you guys, you can't comfortably buy groceries with $100. Like it's honestly very, very crazy. Let's not even go to the housing. The price of houses crazy over the roof. Because back in Ukraine, I had like you would see a very nice apartment, big ass apartment that had a walk-in closet, your own bathroom, your own kitchen, massive for $250. That $50 on top said maybe it's for utilities. Then like you can imagine how like it was just a wide stretch for me to come to Canada. And I'm paying like 5 times of that, like 4 to 5 times more than that. Like it is crazy. Like please, like I cannot even overemphasize how expensive it is here. I wasn't prepared for that. I knew that oh the price like the conversion rate and stuff like that might be crazy, but looking at it from the angle of dollars, honestly, I wasn't even expecting it to be that expensive here. It's expensive. I mean, to take Uber, me that any small stress, I book to bar. Like, I hate stress. Now, I will, there's nothing that want to happen. I will wait for the bus. I will wait for the bus because I can't even afford it. Please, I cannot, any small dollars like this, even if it's $1, I'm going to keep it. I'll look at this store, compare the prices. and I will use no frills, sorry, no name brands because it's cheaper. At least I'll see $2 or $3 off from what I buy. So yeah, that's really good. It's quite expensive. I'm never gonna lie, it is. Also, in terms of like your time, honestly, when I was back in Nigeria, I used to look at like other Nigerian YouTubers in Canada. Like, why is someone not posting content? Why is she not feeding us content? Like, you should be happy that we're watching you. This, that. But like now, I actually understand like what it was at the time because it's so hard to juggle so many things. And I wish I knew because I was thinking, oh, what's the big deal? I love creating content. But then you're trying to balance school, trying to balance like work, trying to balance thinking of ideas, like to like, even if it's a vlog, you still need to like come up with a strategy and trying to put all of this together is a lot of work. And I understand when YouTubers just ghost and they just stop posting because honestly, I don't know how to explain. It could be exhausting. And honestly, I'm just proud of everyone that is sticking out their necks regardless. Because honestly, I know now I understand that it's not even easy out there. So honestly, if you see a YouTuber that is not posting as much and is in this country, please just send him a message. How are you doing? I hope you are good. Hope you are not too stressed. How are you juggling like everything? I know it can be exhausting. I wish you all the best, honestly, because they are the real MVPs. I'm not even saying this because of me. I know you people might not rate me, but I'm saying it because of them, because I know a lot of them. And I used to think, why is she not posting? Why is she forming busy for us? But it's a crazy jungle out here. It's crazy. I honestly just want to say that I am grateful that I'm here today. I'm grateful for where I am, where I'm at, and I still feel like this is the best decision I've ever made for myself. These are just things that I wish I knew and I was prepared for and I was ready to face before coming. I enjoyed like today's video. If you're in Canada, you plan to come to Canada, let me know what you think. If you're in Canada already, let me know what it was for you. And if you're planning to come to Canada, let me know if this was helpful, if this was insightful in any way, and I was able to like prepare. I feel like no one can prepare you enough for what it is, like for what the journey is. And I honestly pray that for every one of you that is planning on embarking on this journey, God makes it so stress free, easy. I pray everything works out for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys again in another video. Love you guys. Bye.
Things change.